Finding your first violin can seem daunting at first because there are so many factors you need to consider. But once you know what you're looking for, it's actually pretty straightforward to make the right decision. Before you even start thinking about what type of instrument you need, first think a bit about how you're going to use it. What kind of music do you want to play? Which kinds of groups or music ensembles do you want to play in? How much money do you want to spend and why? If you're a beginner, you're probably not going to need more than a basic entry-level violin to start with, but it's worth doing a little bit of research to find out which violins have good reputations, as some of the very cheapest instruments on the market are cheap for a reason. They're just not very good, and you'll get frustrated really quickly. Another consideration is the market and what's actually available in your area. Different shops, dealers and retailers will offer different makes and models of instrument, so depending on your country, availability will vary. For example, in many countries, it can be hard to find music shops outside of the big cities, so you need to plan ahead. If you don't find the right instrument straight away, consider waiting until you do find the right one. The relationship you will develop with your violin is very personal, and the wrong instrument for your needs could really affect your learning and your motivation. Once you've worked out what you want, search carefully to find individual instruments that match your requirements. Sometimes you can borrow an instrument on approval for a week or two, giving you time to try it out and see if you like it over a longer period. Another option is to rent a violin. We particularly recommend this if you are unsure about playing the violin and just want to try it out, or if you have a child who is learning and they are growing fast through the different sizes of violin. Not all retailers will offer a rental program, but it is worth trying to find one if you think that renting a violin is right for you. Finally, you should be very careful if you're thinking of purchasing a violin online. There are a lot of poor quality instruments that are sold through sites like eBay, and they are guaranteed to give you a bad experience if you're a serious learner. Most of the time, we'd only recommend buying online if you already know exactly what type of violin you're going to purchase and what it sounds like. Otherwise, there's a risk that you may end up with an instrument that's not adequate or not worth the money that you pay for it. Our learning advisory team is always happy to help you locate an appropriate shop or retailer in your area. So if you need any further advice about finding a violin that's right for you, then don't hesitate to contact us and we'll be pleased to help.